The Babylon Code. This book is excellent. It basically talks about the fallen angels. God had the flood, he wiped them out. And then Noah survived his wife with 3 sons that were married. From one of the sons, perhaps Ham, Nimrod was born. He's a descendant of one of Noah's sons. And Nimrod defies God with the help of Lucifer. And there was one language, and Nimrod decides that he's going to go ahead and build the Tower of Babel. And by doing so, he's going to channel the fallen angels through a portal to have access to the Tower of Babel. So as they do now, the Vatican, they use black magic, and the elites, Great Pope, Black Pope, White Pope, and the rest, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, sit around a table, have one empty seat, as John Todd talks about. He was a 33 Freemason, a warlock. They get basically guidance from Satan. And so all these secret societies using occult practices tried to, at one time in the Tower of Babel, to get a one world government, New World Order. And God decided to dismantled that plan and scattered human beings throughout the planet. So there was more than one language. Because obviously he did not want a repeat of what the fallen angels did, to breed with the sons and daughters of man, which are the Nephilim. We call them the Nephilim. So now, in the end times, perhaps, obviously, I'm not sure where we're exactly at. No one really knows. But the Babylon Code is basically the DNA. And Satan obviously is trying to use the DNA. He wants to have the Nephilim revived again. So what would you do? Right now, the New World Order is trying to extract the DNA from Nimrod and other Nephilim giants. And then they use this DNA and mix it with humans now. But I think they have enough technology from DARPA and others that they're actually going to make human beings out of material. So these superhumans will have superhuman strength, super soldiers, but some of them won't even have the genetics of a human being. So this could get very, very out of control. This book has a lot of documentation from a lot of experts, and basically talks about everything that we research on YouTube, what I have. I'm going, to infer basically that aliens and UFOs are all fallen angels, that they're all demons. The book does infer that, but it doesn't, exactly target these fallen angels as demons, so to speak. The book will tell you that, yes, indeed, though, it talks about the fallen angels and about Nimrod. So there was a falling out. We had the fallen angels, so God had the flood to wipe them out. These hybrid demigods, so to speak, like Goliath. They have human DNA as well as animal DNA. It's like God didn't want the horse to mate with the donkey to have a mule. So, there's some rules of engagement. Obviously, the 10 Commandments is the Word of God. So, anyways, getting back to the significance of this book and the phenomenal of this book is we don't want a new world order because that sets it up for the Antichrist. And once the Antichrist gets in control of the UN, the United Nations, it will be like the Tower of Babel, and the Antichrist could nuke us and start chaotic wars. Unfortunately, a lot of us have to go through the Magog War, World War III, where Russia teams up with Iran and the Turkey and China, other countries that are atheists, and supposedly attacks Israel. We're waiting for the peace treaty to be broken and for the return of the Antichrist. Basically what the book is talking about, and then the Antichrist will take a seat in Israel and the abomination of desolation starts. The book will give you outlines, and there's basically a really good outline of how this is all going to be orchestrated. I just wanted to give you a summary. I highly recommend that you buy this book and give it to others. I thought it was really, really, really good. Or you could just share this video with people. It's basically summarizes a lot that we all know. Of course, all roads lead to Rome, so you have the false prophet and the Antichrist coming into play. So basically, you know, for those of us that want to pray, we use the spiritual weapons because we're in a spiritual war. So you would pray, you go to church, use the weapons, the spiritual weapons. And that's interesting and important, something that we should share. What our weapons are that we use against the evil elite. Obviously now with Pizzagate and a lot of the pedophile being exposed, it won't be long before they unleash Dolly, like Dolly the sheep, but it could be these Nephilim, because if they can extract the DNA from Nimrod, we could be obviously encountering these Nephilim roaming. I do know if you take drugs or commit adultery that you open up a portal, the portal enters you. The demon basically possesses the subconscious mind, and this subconscious mind can create depression, suicide, and basically from the ill will spirit. So if you drink, you're a chronic alcoholic, you could allow this ill will spirit to enter through a portal and mess with your subconscious mind. I was just reading a book on the subconscious mind, and if you pray, you can actually heal your disease. It would take a great faith, but that's the positive side of the subconscious mind. I find all of this very interesting. It's imperative to share, and we'll move forward, and I'll try to put some of the passages from this book below in the link.